After last week's heavy-handed episode, it's time to lighten the mood with a bit of action-sploitation. What? You didn't think the Columbine movie was a source of instant hilarity for the show? It was a perfect fit. It co-starred the kid from A Talking Cat, which I totally knew about after I released the episode. Macho Man is a 1985 German action film, and between this and Can't Stop the Music, this is the better Village People movie, and there isn't even any Village People music in the film, or references to the Village People. This movie's just an easier sit. Macho Man is a Patreon suggestion, so a very special thanks to Johanna Gassner for the support and the recommendation. And yes, I did have to double check to see how to pronounce some names in this episode. Otherwise, it would be me sitting here going, special thanks to Johanna Gassner. And even with that being said, I still may get some things wrong. But anyway, we all remember what happened last time there was a Patreon suggestion.
Just get out of here and leave us alone!
Dangerous Men, guaranteed it's like nothing you've seen before.
Dangerous Men was a real movie. I thought it was a fever dream brought on by expired Quaaludes. Macho Man has the honor of being only one of 2 movies directed by Alexander Titus Benda, and featuring a cast mostly made up of people who have never acted before. Like that matters to me. The movie is in German with English subtitles, and as a film critic, subtitles automatically means the acting is superb. The film stars German boxing champion Renee Weller as, a boxer who kicks some ass. Seriously, just look at the poster. I know exactly how this situation is gonna end. It's going to end with Renee power-fucking everything else in this picture. The guy looks like Tom Selleck and Burt Reynolds joined forces to create Patrick Swayze's pulsating cock. And yes, I did say there are real subtitles this time, which is sad. I'm really gonna miss people thinking the subtitles are real no matter how ridiculous I make them. So let's check out these real subtitles. Okay, I'm allowed one fake subtitle. The amazing fight of Spider Rico versus Spider Rico, refereed by Spider Rico. I'm not entirely sure if Hart Faust is simply German for Macho Man, or if it's the most badass action hero name I've ever heard. According to the credits, this movie is bound to have everything. Stones, tits, slow motion, scrotums, the Beatles? What the hell? I don't know what's happening, but I do know that it's amazing. I really need to start getting into boxing.
Mist. Ich höre auch auf.
Oh, don't quit now! The movie just started! Did he skin a baboon's ass to get that coat? Unfortunately, he stumbled upon German Jason Takes Manhattan, which doesn't take nearly as long to get to the drug alley scene. Time to kick some ass.
Träum was Schönes.
Yeah, he used to fuck guys like you in Gefängnis. He rescues her, and I guess it's time we learn these characters' names.
Entschuldige, dass ich mich noch nicht vorgestellt habe. Ich heiße Danny Wagner.
Und ich heiße Sandra. Sandra Peterson.
Sandra Peterson. Damn, these German names are hard to pronounce. Wait, his name is Danny? So, Danny and Sandy? German Grease has significantly more street fights. Turns out she was being attacked by the gang because she got her friend Sylvia off drugs, which angered the gang because I guess she was their only customer. Either those are boxing gloves, or he's hanging the testicles of his enemies off his mirror. I guess he has a date now. That's not a meet cute, that's a meet horror. But if he ever needs a punching bag, there's always this girl's hair. This is Lisa, and why should I tell you her story when the movie can do that?
Karateschule Busan, Meißner, guten Tag.
Or not. What an image that was. What's breaking 10 boards with your fist if you can't type 100 words a minute? Lisa wants private lessons in karate because this movie's walking a fine line between action movies and porn. Before any fucking happens, there has to be the obligatory bank robbery scene. These robbers should have waited until after German, Starsky, and Hutch left the building. This is Andreas, who runs a karate school and helps Danny defeat the robbers with only a paper bag and his fist. If the box cover is any indication, these robbers are going to be taken downtown for a good, hard, oiled-up pounding. Remember, there's no sense in committing crime in this precinct unless you have an amazing ass. But this isn't an excuse to skip your workout. Great, now we're about to see our hero throw up lunch, and then his vomit is gonna punch the toilet bowl. Like every great boxing movie from 1985, it definitely needs a montage. Fuck it. The opening credit sequence was so awesome, we need to see it again. What, are you expecting me to complain about this? You think I want my face used as a punching stone? Unfortunately, recovering addict Sylvia has been found dead, but Officer B.D. Hoffler from Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band is on the case. How is Sandra gonna take this?
Ich sollte eigentlich heute Abend mit Dr. Fischer zum Boxen gehen, weißt du?
What's mourning a friend's death when you already have tickets to the sweet science? Or whatever is going on here.
Du bekommst jetzt noch eine Spritze in den Hintern und die Michaela macht dir noch eine Salbenbehandlung, hm?
Movie, just become a porn already. I won't judge you for it. Since when do I judge movies that have porn in them? This movie is not helping my gambling addiction. I already lost my house because of real steel.
Gut, Dieter, aber du musst vorsichtiger sein, wenn du angreifst. Deine Konter sind gefährlich.
Join the Factor 5 Fun Club today, Mac. I've seen dumb gangs before, but hassling the co-owner of a karate school backstage at a boxing match? Even Danny on this poster looks amazed by their stupidity. Sadly, he doesn't fight the gang because they can already hear Von Kaiser's theme music playing. Yeah, look, it's a movie about boxing. I'm obligated to throw in references to Punch-Out and Rocky IV montages like this. Push it to the limit. What? That's not from Rocky IV. That's from Scarface. That's not even a boxing movie. I'm an internet reviewer, goddammit. How could I fuck that up? Maybe this movie will be opposite Ghost Fever. 80% of it is a boxing movie, and then suddenly it turns into a haunted house film. Referee Harry Reams seems very concerned about the fighter's illegal use of slow motion. He may have broken Mac's jaw, but after seeing Sandra kiss Andreas, nothing will heal Danny's broken heart. I take that back. Disco can heal a broken heart. Disco can heal anything. Well, except cocaine addiction. This is normally the part where I'd have the doctor ask Andreas if he's as good in bed as he is on the dance floor, but I can't because real subtitles. The doctor is very popular. You can tell because everyone leaves as soon as he sits down. He needs to stop filling that pipe with manure. Danny's shirt may seem like it says boxing, but that's actually German for Frankie says relax. The action in this film never stops. Gentlemen, we landed a plane. That takes care of half our budget. Oh hey, it's Lisa. I completely forgot she had a plot line. The boxer's feet have been in this movie more than her. Might as well give her the tour. There's something about exterior shots of houses that just screams funky fresh.
Get the best out of the mess. You'll find you're gonna win that last. Keep your feet on the ground and someday you're gonna reach.
One thing is for sure, bleach-skinned Lionel Richie has been a great host so far. Too bad he's stuck on this ship 90 years before anyone else wakes up, but there are fantastic cocktails. I wonder if this is the part where they're discovered to be Korean spies. They should have seen this coming. Lisa gets a good look at the fighters, and when she said she wanted to study karate, clearly it means she simply wanted to fuck Johnny Lawrence. Might as well get back to our star. I guess he's the star. He's on all the box covers, but I honestly keep forgetting he's in the film. You'd think he'd be hard to forget, considering he looks like how Geraldo pictures himself when he takes gym selfies. Danny finally gets his date with Sandra, and with this kind of movie, I can't tell if they're preparing to go to the disco or into outer space. And now Andreas is jealous. Please tell me this movie isn't gonna contain a love triangle. Ugh, distract me with some freaky moves. Someone's got the blues. Kraftwerk macaroni and cheese. Danny may have been missing from the first act, but he makes up for it with flirting.
Weißt du, seitdem du mir das erzählt hast mit dem Karatemeister, bin ich sehr beruhigt. Ich muss ehrlich zugeben, ich war sehr eifersüchtig. Gleich vom ersten Moment an, als ich dich gesehen habe, hast du mir gut gefallen.
Just get to the fucking. He's Andy Gibb to John Holmes Barry Gibb for a reason. And that reason is for disco dancing sex. The best sex. I don't have to black box anything. But the real issue here isn't jealousy. It's a debate between boxing versus karate.
Er ist ja Boxweltmeister.
Der schien schwer enttäuscht zu sein.
Ja,
Trotzdem würde ich dir mal ganz gern zeigen, was richtiges, gutes Karate ist. Boxen ist ja schließlich nicht alles, oder?
dann fordere ihn doch zum Kampf heraus. Boxen gegen Karate.
Oh, that's why they haven't had sex with their girlfriends yet. They want to fuck each other. The fight challenge has been accepted. A fight like this does seem easy like Sunday morning. No time for the fight now, though. We gotta take time out for what the movie calls the world's best breakdancer. Yeah, that breakdancing is good, but it's not Save a Community Rec Center good. The crowd, on the other hand, is mesmerized.
Fantastische Körperbeherrschung.
Are you sure that's awesome body control? He looks like he just premature ejaculated. Meanwhile, in Nosferatu, Andreas is giving Lisa her first lesson in karate, a little move known as the rim job. Good lord, he fucked her blonde! Oh, wait, it's the other couple. Oh my god, it's half past posing for a Porsche ad. Ah, come on, he didn't get enough training last night when he attempted the German seesaw? Wait a minute, does this mean there's a Rocky-style montage coming on?
You got the touch!
What? Rocky never faced off against a Transformer? Although he should have. I'd get a lot of material out of that. At this point, I have no idea who would win between karate and boxing. They both montage the same way. Danny and Andreas take a breather, and this is just like the coffee scene from Heat. Two enemies taking a time out for a conversation.
Klar, du hast vollkommen recht. Das Wichtigste ist, dass wir die Bande endlich ausschalten.
Genau.
Und das geht nur, indem wir sie zusammenschlagen. Schon allein wegen Sandras Freundin verdienen sie das.
Nur so können wir andere davor schützen.
See? This is how we solved all of our quarrels back in the 80s. We joined forces to talk about how a local gang really needs beaten up. Time for that fight, though. Thankfully, they have their names on their back. That way I know which is which. There's Danny and, oh god, Andreas is secretly a puma. I've been waiting an hour to find out who would win between boxing and karate, and god damn it, I want to see a fight. Wow, fighting without montage music is really boring. We need to spice this up. What the hell? That just made it worse. Turns out the winner between boxing versus karate is the 1989 box office. Sadly, we'll never get our answer because the fight has been stopped due to pressing matters. They must get together to sneak into this country western bar. Okay guys, step 1, defeat the street gang. Step 2, shoe shopping. Why does everyone in this movie look like their own Weird Al parody? Best part is, the winner of this fight gets free onion rings. You put this many mustaches into a room, and it's gonna end with a group power fisting. This fight gets so dangerous, I think they start tearing apart the set. Guys, if you keep this up, you won't have a room to fight in. I guess baseball bat is the true winner of boxing versus karate. Now they gotta chase down Jan Michael Vincent and his briefcase of diamonds. You can tell he's the boss because he's got a briefcase. Once this fight is over, they celebrate with a double date.
Ich dachte, nachdem ihr beide euch auch so gut versteht, könnten wir doch alle 4 zusammen in Urlaub fahren.
Oh Mensch, das wäre ja toll.
Yes, Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice, but with uppercuts. It ain't over yet, though, as the girls are being followed. This guy is definitely evil. His mustache has handlebars on it. Unfortunately, they get kidnapped before taking full advantage of the new Ludwig Beck sales. If only they gave Lisa those karate lessons she wanted. But Danny and Andreas instantly find one of the gang members. Everyone needs a coat that says, "I'm trying out for the Olympics, but I have an ass tighter than a Barbie doll." They find out where the girls are, and then they rip off this man's facial hair. He's not worthy enough for a mustache. Alright guys, you now know the location, so you better come up with a master plan.
Da oben sind sie alle drin. Jetzt kriegen sie eins auf die Ohren.
Schön.
Well, who needs a better plan than that? Whatever plan they decide, it's just gonna end with people getting beaten up anyway. Well, I'd say their plan is working like a success. People are getting beaten up, and they're even fighting in a room where the Sex Pistols once stayed. This is a two-man job. One to kick some ass, and the other to check on the girls. Ugh. German boxing has way too much storyline for me. Let's wrap this fight up.
Ups. Ruhe sanft.
Alles klar, Keule?
So, time for that foursome? And now they're off to Wilhelm von Homburg's cottage for the weekend. Well, this ending would be shocking if it weren't already spoiled for me in the opening credits. I prefer to be surprised when characters leave during the ending. And keep right on this freeze frame. I need to be continuously reminded of Andreas's scrotum tearing. Needless to say, the reviews for Macho Man were negative, I think? Look, I had to use Google Translate to read the reviews, so your guess is as good as mine. I do know that some reviews said the story is not really mature and the actors are all bad. Sounds like John Cleese using a foreign phrase book to review XXX, The Return of Xander Cage. Reviews went on to say, the whole thing is so bad that the viewer is fun again. So the movie's pretty bad, but thank God I'm back to being a delight at parties? But the movie has gone on to become somewhat of a cult film, like the German equivalent of that movie where Reb Brown and Lou Ferrigno teamed up. So much so that there's actually an upcoming sequel listed as being in post-production. Finally, a sequel the public actually wants. Take that, Cars 3 and Pirates 5. I predict Renee Weller getting robbed of a Best Supporting Actor Oscar. but I don't think I can end the review quite yet. I just think there's something I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, something Macho Man Randy Savage snap into a Slim Jim reference.
Yeah, come on, my friends, let's dance. And after this dance, I have a very special surprise for you.
There was the times of the devil and the times of God.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/stonedgremlin productions. Follow us on Twitter at The Cinema Snob, or check out our homepage at thecinemasnob.com.